Good morning, my friends. Today we're going to do our activity, the very healthy ladybug. So let me go ahead and move my mouse to where we need to be. There we go. And do not mind Miss Kathy's crazy mess back there. You guys know exactly how the snack cart is looking sometimes during the day. So what we're going to do today is just really jump into our activity. So remember that yesterday we read our Very Hungry Caterpillar book and we loved it. We loved every part of it, all the characters, we loved the story, we loved all the foods that he ate. So that's exactly one of the things that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to look at our slides and we're going to sort what these healthy or not healthy foods should be looking like or where exactly to put them. We know that objective, remember, an objective is a goal. So much like the hungry caterpillar was on a mission, he had a goal in mind, he had something to do. We've got something to do too. Part of our activity is being able to sort, move, separate some items into a specific group. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So let's get into it. Oh my goodness, but before we get into it, look at this poor caterpillar. He is looking so not his typical color, right? So we know from yesterday's reading that the caterpillar, our very hungry caterpillar, he has got some vibrant colors. And what does vibrant mean? It means bright, something you can see, colorful, but his color doesn't look very well, right? Remember that we talked about all the things that he ate, right? That was quite the mix up of stuff. So in our activity, we're going to be able to group, we're going to be able to sort unhealthy and healthy food items into two groups. Like I said, the healthy group and the not so healthy group, the unhealthy group. So this is just a sneak peek of what our animated caterpillar looks like. Because remember that at the end of our activity, when we're done, when Kathy is done showing you, when you guys do it together, and when you guys do it alone, afterwards, we're going to watch our animated version, and that's going to be our sweet treat. All right. What do we know? We know that yesterday's talk and yesterday's book discussion, we talked about what we know. What we know is that, yes, you're right, guys. He is a vibrant, colorful caterpillar. For him to be all sick. And what our question for today is, how did he get sick? What exactly did he eat? What kind of combination of things did he eat? And how could we get him, if we wrote our own version of the book, can we get him to do a healthier choice? Because he made some seriously unhealthy choices, huh, friends? Our goal is to get him to make those healthier choices. So we know that he didn't make the greatest of choices. We know that he is a very bright, beautiful caterpillar. We know that he's on a mission. He's got something to do. There's a reason why he's eating all this food. Did he make the best choices of it? Maybe not, but there's a reason why. So think about all those things. Now, here are some questions you can look at and so there, sorry, Miss Kathy, you can look at and Miss Kathy could read to you, but think of your own questions too. All right. So this slide is for my English language learners, my visual learners. It's a really cool video that shows us a better way, or not even a better way, friends. You know what? It shows us exactly how to sort. How to sort. And we can sort just about anything. We can sort our buttons, we can sort colors, shapes, musical instruments, we can sort food, and that's exactly what we're going to do today in this activity. Okay. Now you're going to watch me do it. So I've got in this picture, check it out. On the very top picture, I've got unhealthy food. I labeled my group because it helps us have a better visual of where I got my stuff, but I don't know where to put it. A title, a label, it helps us get organized. And what do I always say, friends? Let's organize our mess a little. So we're going to organize all these food items that we have here, and we're going to put them in a group. The top is the unhealthy group because as you can see, we got a little ice cream up there. And though ice creams do taste delicious, It's not always the healthiest choice for us. On the bottom, we have the healthy group. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to sort them. So I grabbed my ice cream and I put it on the top where it says unhealthy. I'm going to sort it into that group. And on the bottom, I'm going to sort my pear into the healthy group. So remember, I'm going to say it again. On the top, we put the unhealthy food items. And on the bottom, we're going to sort and put the healthy food items. Now, I said it twice, but now I'm going to do it. We're all going to do it together. We're going to do it together, but we're going to use an additional tool. An additional just means an extra tool or resource. So what we're going to use is we have the pocket chart that you can use, or you can use the felt board and the second set of food items. Now it's got some characters in there if you want to be fun about your choices of your activity, but make sure that you're working together to find out or figure out which food item goes where. We're going to sort it, so we're putting it in the right group, unhealthy or healthy. So make sure that you're working together. And if you have a question and if you get stuck, just ask your neighbor. Great job. You all did such a great job working together in pairs with your neighbor, really asking, hey, I got stuck. Where does this one go? That's exactly what we do. We want to ask our neighbor. Because sometimes if we get stuck on something, we can ask our friend to help us out. Now, you're going to work on it together. Take the lead and put the items where they go. Sort them where they need to be. You're working together. I'm going to take a step back and watch you. If you get stuck, use the same tool again. Ask your friend. If both of us are stuck and we just don't know where to sort them, raise your hand and ask, and I'll step in and help you guys. Everyone did such a great job. Great job working together and figuring out where to sort these food groups. Now, some of these foods are delicious, but they're not always the healthiest choice for us. So now it's your turn and you're going to work on your own. I'm going to take a step back as well and watch you and really kind of just see how we're doing. But we're going to take turns and do it, on our own. Really try. Now you can use again the felt board and the extra pieces, or you can use the pocket chart. If you're at home and you just want to practice this activity, you can always draw. Or for my English language learners or visual learners or even my kinesthetic learners, my busybodies, if you guys want to just grab a piece of paper or go grab your journals and grab the bucket of crayons and we can draw it and put a line in between our paper, and we know that the left is unhealthy and the right is healthy. Now it is time to watch our video. It is our sweet treat at the end of our activity. Everyone did such a great job really coming together and helping each other out. I am so incredibly proud of my friends. So now as a sweet treat, as promised, we're going to watch the animated version of our story. Great job, everyone. So this was my as part of my reflection, I'm sorry. It took me a lot of troubleshooting to even get to this portion and get to this presentation. Um, I may not look like it, but I am a exceptional student myself. I have a disability. I'm legally blind. I only see from the left eye. So even though I'm in front of the screen, believe it or not, everything is zoomed in very, very large, enough for me to see it. So this activities like this can be challenging. So I can totally, as part of this Microteach what I took, I can totally understand my students who need more accommodations than the rest. It really give me a little piece of humble pie to understand them a little better. I know what my needs are, and I know I've become adjusted to how I accommodate and modify things for teaching in general. But from their aspect, sometimes it's difficult for me to understand because the way that I am as a student is in a different environment and setting than theirs. So putting myself in their little shoes um, as a student that might need an accommodation or a modification was definitely a teachable moment. Going forward in my future classroom, I want to incorporate more visuals like these videos and manipulatives, things that they can touch, tactile things like these cards that we use, or they were not cards, they were just cutouts. They loved them. it was a great tool to use in general. So going forward, I think that that's something that I'm going to incorporate in my teaching and my lessons because it was fun and they really enjoyed it. I hope this was useful to any other students doing Microteach. And this has been my presentation of the very healthy caterpillar.